There are certain questions that seem harmless. They don't sound threatening. They don't sound manipulative. In fact, they often sound warm, friendly, and completely normal. Most people answer them without hesitation. And that is exactly why they are so powerful. Because the most dangerous forms of manipulation rarely arrive wearing a mask of hostility. They arrive disguised as trust, concern, honesty, and connection. The truth is that throughout your life, you have been trained to answer questions automatically. A teacher asks. You answer. A parent asks. You answer. A boss asks. You answer. Over time, responding becomes almost instinctive. But not every question is designed to gather information. Some questions are designed to extract something from you. Your permission. Your loyalty. Your credibility. Your emotional energy. Your silence. And often, the only thing standing between you and that extraction is a brief moment of awareness. A pause. A single second where you stop and ask yourself, what is this question really asking from me? Today, we're going to explore 5 questions that deserve that pause. Because once you understand what they are truly doing beneath the surface, you'll never hear them the same way again. Question 1, you don't mind, right? Imagine this. A colleague volunteers you for extra work without asking. A friend shares a personal story about you in public. A family member makes plans that involve your time, your money, or your space. Then after everything has already happened, they turn to you and say, you don't mind, right? At first glance, it sounds polite. But look closer. They're not asking for permission. Permission happens before the action. They're not asking for your opinion. Your opinion can no longer change what has already been done. What they're really asking is for retroactive approval. They want you to sign a contract after it has already been executed. And the structure of the question creates a trap. Because the socially acceptable answer is already built into it. If you say yes, you seem easygoing. If you say no, suddenly you're the difficult one. The selfish one. The person making a problem out of nothing. So most people smile and say, no, it's fine. Even when it isn't. And every time they do, they teach others something important. They teach people that boundaries are optional. They teach people that asking later works just as well as asking first. The result? The requests become bigger. The assumptions become bolder. And over time, people stop treating you like a person whose input matters. They start treating you like a resource. The solution isn't anger. It's honesty. A calm response such as, I would have preferred if you asked me first.
But we need to address the
simple,
feedback from the team immediately.
Clear,
This can't
respectful.
wait until the next quarter.
Because every healthy relationship requires consent before action, not approval after the fact. Question 2, can I be honest with you? This one is especially dangerous because it sounds virtuous. After all, who doesn't want honesty? You're talking about a dream. A goal. A new opportunity. Something you're excited about. Then someone leans in and says, can I be honest with you? You immediately agree. Because refusing honesty sounds irrational. Then comes the real message. I don't think you're ready. I don't think this will work. I think you're making a mistake. And suddenly your confidence begins to wobble. Now, sometimes criticism is valuable. Sometimes people genuinely care. But here's the important distinction. Honesty is not the same thing as truth. Often what follows that question isn't objective reality. It's simply an opinion. A fear. A projection. A limitation the other person carries within themselves. The phrase, can I be honest with you, gives those opinions artificial authority. It creates the illusion that disagreement equals rejecting honesty itself. But genuine honesty doesn't need an introduction. People who truly care about you usually don't hide behind labels. They simply share their thoughts respectfully. So next time someone asks, "Can I be honest with you?" remember something. You are not obligated to treat their opinion as reality. You can listen. You can consider it. And then you can decide whether it deserves a place in your mind. Not every warning is wisdom. Sometimes it's just fear looking for a new home. Question 3. What would you do if you were me? This question feels flattering. Someone trusts your judgment.
That's very generous.
They seek your advice.
Happy to be a part of it.
They value your perspective. At least that's how it appears. A friend describes a difficult situation. A career decision. A relationship problem. A financial risk.
It's gonna be okay.
Then they ask, "What would you do if you were me?" Most people immediately start solving. They analyze, recommend,
This is where we pivot.
strategize. And unknowingly, they step into a trap. Because the moment you tell someone exactly what to do, your name becomes attached to their outcome. If things go well, they congratulate themselves. If things go badly, your advice suddenly becomes part of the story. Sometimes openly. Sometimes silently. But the association remains. More importantly, many people already know what they want to do. They're not looking for direction. They're looking for insurance. Someone else to share responsibility. Someone whose judgment can absorb part of the blame if things go wrong. That doesn't mean you shouldn't help people. It means you should help differently. Instead of telling them what to do, ask, "What feels right to you? What are you leaning toward? What outcome matters most to you?" Guide their thinking. Don't carry their decision. Because wisdom is not making choices for people. Wisdom is helping them think clearly enough to make their own. Question 4. Who told you that? This is one of the oldest tricks in human interaction. Imagine discovering that someone has lied to you. Or spoken badly about you. Or acted unfairly behind your back. You bring it up directly. You state the issue. And instead of responding to the accusation, they immediately ask, "Who told you that?" Notice what just happened. The conversation has shifted. You're no longer discussing their behavior. You're discussing your source. The spotlight moves away from their actions and lands on your investigation. It's a perfect distraction. And if you answer, you expose the very people willing to tell you the truth. You hand over names. You reveal trust. You weaken future honesty. Because once people learn that their identities will be exposed, they stop speaking. The flow of truth dries up. The guilty remain protected. And you become isolated. So the next time someone asks, "Who told you that?" try responding with, "That's not important right now. What matters is whether it's true." Then stay there. Hold the focus. Keep the conversation where it belongs. Because accountability begins where distraction ends. Question 5. You trust me, right? This is the most important question of all. Because it powers every other one. It sounds innocent. Even comforting. Someone smiles and asks, "You trust me, right?" Everything inside you wants to say yes. Saying no feels rude. Suspicious. Unkind. So most people answer immediately.
Yes.
Of course.
Thank you for.
But those two words create something powerful. A commitment. A declaration. And once you make that declaration, it can be used against you. Here's the truth few people realize. Trustworthy people rarely ask for trust. They earn it. Slowly. Consistently. Through actions repeated over time. Trust is not built in a sentence. It is built in patterns. It lives in behavior. Not promises. Not declarations. Not emotional pressure. Behavior. When someone asks you to verbally confirm trust, they may be seeking something their actions haven't yet achieved. And that's why this question matters so much. Because every trap we've discussed depends on premature trust. You approved the violation because you trusted them. You accepted the criticism because you trusted them. You carried the responsibility because you trusted them. You exposed your source because you trusted them. Trust became the doorway. The solution isn't cynicism. It's patience. Instead of saying, "Yes, I trust you," try saying, "I let actions show me that over time." A trustworthy person will respect that answer. A manipulative person will become uncomfortable. And their reaction may tell you everything you need to know. The power of the pause. When you look at these 5 questions together, a pattern emerges. None of them force you. None of them threaten you. They simply rely on your automatic response. Your conditioning. Your desire to be agreeable. Your fear of conflict. Your instinct to maintain harmony. That's why the most powerful defense is not aggression. It's awareness. A pause. One moment between hearing the question and answering it. In that pause, ask yourself, what is this question truly asking me to give? Permission? Responsibility? Trust? Information? Validation? The answer may surprise you. Because many of the burdens people carry were never forced onto them. They were accepted one conversation at a time. One automatic answer at a time. The people who seem impossible to manipulate are not necessarily smarter. They're not colder. They're not more suspicious. They simply pause. They think. And they refuse to give away something valuable before understanding what is being requested. That single habit changes everything. It protects your boundaries. Your judgment. Your confidence. Your peace of mind. And perhaps most importantly, it teaches others how to treat you. Not as someone who automatically complies, but as someone whose consent, trust, and attention have value. The next time one of these questions appears, don't rush. Pause. Listen carefully. Look beneath the words. Because every question carries 2 meanings. The one being spoken. And the one being asked. Learn to hear both. And you'll never be manipulated by the same conversation twice.